Welcome to today's Daily Dose, where you can get your daily dose of motivation and inspiration. I'm Eric Watson, entrepreneur and business leader, and it is my mission to help as many people as I can in the areas of wealth, wellness, and winning. And if I can touch but one with my daily dose, my job is done.
Welcome to today's Daily Dose. I'm Mr. Eric Watson, here to give you your daily dose of motivation and inspiration to hopefully get you through your day. All right. And I will say, as I say each and every day, I am yet again blessed to be blessed on today, the greatest day of my life. And for those of you who are wondering why today of all days is the greatest day of my life, I'll tell you why. Today is the greatest day of my life because today is the most recent occurrence whereby I've been allowed to get up out of bed, take yet another breath, but more importantly, share with each and every one of you. And I truly feel that my ability to share is a blessing. I do not take it for granted. And I hope and pray each and every day that someone out there will be positively impacted, positively influenced by something that is said today. All right. So with that, let's go ahead and get into today's Daily Dose quote. All right. And today's quote is by a young lady named Swati Sharma. Okay, Swati Sharma. She's an Indian singer who is notable for producing music that has been used in Bollywood films. All right. In 2017, she became the first Indian singer to perform at the Eiffel Tower. All right. That's a good bit of trivia right there. All right. But what she said was, and let me get to the quote real quick. The best way to gain self-confidence is to do what you are afraid to do. It sounds so simplistic, doesn't it? Again, the best way to gain self-confidence is to do what you are afraid to do. Wow. Okay. Now I'll ask this. Are there some things out there that you personally are just afraid to do? Afraid to do. Now, I'm not talking about things that can cause you physical harm or maim you. I'm just talking about things that you're afraid to do. Are you apprehensive about even trying them because of whatever fear that you may have? All right. Things that could potentially be beneficial to you if you were to accomplish them, but you're just simply afraid to step out and do it. Now, I will say that is common, but typically when we look at the fear, it is nothing that can truly physically harm us. All right. Oftentimes it's simply a matter of potentially, getting embarrassed, getting our feelings hurt, potentially living with the dissatisfaction of failing. Right. But those are the fears that we face most commonly. Oftentimes, we actually fear things that cannot actually hurt us. All right. Now, once we learn to grow thick skin and learn to manage that emotional fear, that emotional harm that could potentially become us, we can get a whole lot more accomplished in life. And once we get beyond that, we can do like Nike and just do it. All right. Now, many of us live in a box. OK, this box is defined by the bounds of our comfort. All right. If something is uncomfortable, we simply don't do it. That remains outside our box. We just simply don't do those things that are not comfortable to us. If we are fearful of doing something, it remains outside of our comfort zone, never to be experienced by so many people. All right. But there's so much life to live outside your comfort zone. All right. There are so many things to accomplish outside your comfort zone. And there are many ways to achieve whatever goals we may have. All right. But the path to success typically takes us outside of our comfort zone. And the only way to experience these things is to just do it. All right. One of my greatest accomplishments in life was to become a brother of the Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated when I was a sophomore at Syracuse University, spring of 1989. All right. The experiences I have gained as a brother have been priceless. But the one thing I learned while I was being initiated into the fraternity was a little poem that I'd like to share with you. All right. Short, sweet, and to the point. Says, fear is a little mind killer that disintegrates us from the inside out. I must learn to face it and control it. And that has stuck with me to this day. And I try to apply it with regularity. All right. So when I'm facing something I may be fearful of, I face it. I control it. And I just do it. All right. And the funny thing about it is when people step outside their comfort zones and they just do it, they realize that they will live such a fulfilled life. They will live life at the next level. All right. They understand that life outside that box is not bad. OK, they will live. They realize that they can accomplish a whole lot more outside that comfort zone. But in order to come to that reality, they have to just do it. All right. And oftentimes, as we look at other people and wonder how they can do some of the things that they do, like we'll look at someone and say, I can never perform in front of all those people like that. Or I could never be as outgoing as that person to be able to accomplish the things that he or she has accomplished. But yes, you can. You can do those things. Because what you're not taking into account is the fact that those people were once fearful as well. All right. They once had those same fears, those same apprehensions. All right. They just learned how to get beyond it. All right. To get beyond that fear, they had to just do it. All right. And it's kind of like me with public speaking in front of large crowds of people that I'm unfamiliar with. Right. I sweat. I get nervous. But when it comes down to it, I've realized that I'm not going to die. Life will go on. All right. So I step out there and whatever I have to do, if I have to speak in front of crowds, I just do it. All right. And that is how you can take yourself to the next level. All right. Get beyond those fears and just do it. OK, I'm going to read that quote one more time. And again, it is a quote by Swati Sharma. OK, Swati Sharma, the Indian singer. She said the best way to gain self-confidence is to do what you are afraid to do. All right. Get out there and do those things you're scared of. Get beyond it. All right. So with that, I want to hear from you. All right. Let's connect. Reach out. You can reach me on Mr. Eric Watson on Instagram, Mr. Eric Watson on Facebook, or Mr. Eric Watson on Twitter. All right. That's MRERICWATSON. Reach out. Let's connect. I want to hear from you. All right. Let's talk about how you have gotten beyond your fears and you just get out there and you just do it. All right. Or are your fears holding you back? Let's talk about it. I want to hear from you. All right. So with that, I wish each and every one of you a blessed and prosperous day. And everyone go out there, conquer those fears. And until we meet again, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Bye-bye.
Thank you for joining me for today's Daily Dose. I hope you were able to get something out of it, because again, if I can touch but one, my job is done. Everyone have a blessed and prosperous day.